Welcome back, and thank you for tuning in for Snooze News.
Why are you swaying?
I don't know. he's in a mood today. Anyways, we are here with actually a young couple who's in the market for a mattress, so we thought that it would be the perfect opportunity to be able to show you how we do things here at our showroom and how we fit you into the best mattress for your sleep.
Where are they?
They're gonna replace me. So I will see you in the next episode.
How are you guys doing?
Doing well, how are you?
I'm fine. My name is Youval.
Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Caitlin.
Caitlin, how are you? Jonathan, why do you have a knife?
It's just what I wear on my belt every day.
Why do you have a knife?
That's how I grew up.
Why do you have a knife?
I grew up on a farm, so.
Oh, thank you.
My hands,
Now I know why you have a knife. Okay, I have a gun. That's the way I grew up. All right? Very good. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So we know that you guys are looking for a bed.
Yes.
Let me ask you a couple of questions. What size bed?
A queen?
Queen size.
Queen size. And do either one of you like to sleep on their stomach? I mean, that's where you feel your comfort level.
No, I think we're both side back
I say
sleepers.
we switch throughout the night.
Are you married?
No.
No. So why are you telling me what you think? Okay? All right. You're in trouble. You should keep the knife.
Oh, don't worry. It's a good thing she falls asleep before me.
There you go. Now, the reason is most folks don't understand their comfort. All right? You tend to sleep hypothetically on your side because you're so uncomfortable on the bed. You kind of figured out that's the least suffering position. That's why I ask, do you like, if the world were perfect, would you like to sleep on your stomach? Either one of you?
No.
No.
No. Back
Side.
only. That's your comfort.
More comfortable on my side, yes.
Okay. Caitlin?
I like sleeping on my side, but I often find myself switching because my hip or my shoulder hurts. So I'll
Okay.
switch from side to side.
To side. And the pain that you experience on your hip, does it translate to the top of your tush, to the center, lower back, or does it just stay on your hip?
I think it's mainly my hip.
And how about in your shoulders? It's just your shoulder?
It's shoulder and then like maybe more toward my back.
Okay. Jonathan, do you experience any discomfort in bed?
First thing when I lay down at night, I usually start on my back and I kind of feel my back relax, and that there's a little bit of pain there, which is usually when I switch over to my side.
In your lower back?
In my lower back.
Do you ever feel pressure? This is going to sound weird, okay? But do you feel pressure on the top of your tush? Not the small of your back, but even lower than that?
No, it's more on my upper back. I can almost feel it kind of in my chest even.
Okay, so you're cupping in your bed. How old is your bed, if I may ask? About?
It's probably going on 8 years.
Going on 8 years. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to do something that's really difficult. Most folks, when they buy things, they think the purchase, right?
Okay.
You bought this blouse, you thought, oh, I like it, I like the color, it will fit nice on me. Same shoe, same thing with your boots.
Right.
Okay, worst thing that you can do when you purchase a bed is to think the feel instead of feeling the feel. And that's not as easy as it sounds. Okay, so my goal is to lay you down on a couple of beds and have you feel the difference, all right? And then we'll find a bed that you will tell me that you like.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Sounds good.
So let's go over here, and I'm gonna ask you to lay on a couple of beds.
Sure.
So the first bed I want you to lay is this bed right over here. I would like, before you get on it, if you were at home, would you get on this side of the bed? Is this your side of the bed?
No, we'll be honest.
Very good.
I was gonna say.
No, because that's very important. I need you to be comfortable in getting on the same side. Now, when you sit on a bed here, what you're going to feel in your tush, I don't want it to override your head. In other words, what you feel sitting down has not a thing to do with what you're going to feel laying down, okay? Get in the bed and lay like you're done for the day and you're going to go to sleep, okay? All right. And that's how you sleep.
Yes.
All right. So Jonathan, I'm going to explain something to you. No, don't move. Just relax. I'll talk. You guys relax.
Okay.
I want you to feel your shoulder here, and I want you to feel your hip here. If you feel in any of these spaces like you're being pushed out of the bed, like there's a little guy in there pushing you up, okay? I want you to tell me.
Okay.
If you feel any discomfort in your rib area, I want you to tell me. And Caitlin, you're the same way. Does your shoulder or your hip area feel like there's pressure? Let's put it that way.
There's pressure.
I don't feel any pressure now.
You don't feel any, you're okay.
Yes.
How many pillows do you sleep with?
I have one pillow.
One pillow. Would you say it's
under my
as
head.
thick as this?
I would say it's a little bit thicker than this.
And do you put your hand on top of that pillow like you do, or is it usually under the
It's
pillow?
actually usually under.
Okay, so do
Yes.
that. And that's probably why it's up higher a bit. Okay?
Yep.
So you feel how this bed feels.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind, I want you to come to another bed.
Okay.
Okay? I want you to get into this bed, once again, exactly the way that's right. Now this is a king size, your queen will feel the same. But this is a totally different type of bed. You don't need to move closer.
No.
Because I want you to feel the bed. Okay? Now, the support system on this bed versus the other bed, same. The product that allows your body to cush in is totally different. You should feel very different on this bed than you did the one you just came off of, right? You feel like it's gooier,
Right.
right? Here's what I want to show you, Jonathan. Look at Caitlin. Relax, Jonathan. I do the talking, you do the relaxing. It's very important. Look at her shoulder. Look at her hip. And then look at the sway of her body. Her rib cage stops right where my finger is, give or take, okay? So, everything that you see on top is identical on the bottom. The difference between you and her is very simple. Your shoulder is here. You do not have that deep sway, which means you do not have that sharp going up to the hip. That's not unique to you or unique to her. That's just usually guys are built shoulders, hips, women shoulders, hips, okay? But these are going to be your pressure points. If you're uncomfortable in a bed, I assure you, they're going to start here and then here. And then what you do is you do all these weird things with your bodies to try to accommodate your spine to go straight. Okay? So, how does this bed feel to you versus the bed we just came off of? So here's the proper way of saying it. Better? Worse? I don't know. I don't know is an option.
I feel like I'm getting that pull in my shoulders, like it's trying to roll me out of the bed. So I would say worse.
Worse. Caitlin?
Same. I don't know about pull, but it's bouncier. I feel like it's not as supportive.
Okay. So, do you feel unsupportive, or do you think that you feel unsupportive? There's a reason why I'm asking you this. Okay, you answered the question. Mentally, people believe that if it's something cushy, it's not supportive. The truth of the matter is, if you have the proper support under this bed, which you both do, I'm not talking about your comfort. Your comfort is not up for discussion. What you feel is what you feel. That dictates everything else. But if you come into a bed judging the softness or the firmness, okay, and that's where you're going to go, the likelihood of you making a mistake is pretty good. Why? If you get something too firm, because your mind tells you I get support, guess what? That pressure is going to be right here. Because it's not going to allow your body to go down enough for your shoulder to meet your hip, and then further to meet your rib. Very important. Then you're straight. Jonathan needs to go even further in because he's wider shouldered to meet his hip. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the shoulder needs to come down to meet the hip. And then slightly, just slightly more to meet his ribs.
Okay.
So I'll take you to something now that is much quicker into the sink, meaning your body will go in much quicker, okay? But it won't feel bouncy. Make sense? So let's go to this bed over here. This one right here. Now immediately you should feel a distinct difference when you get in the bed,
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely.
right?
Sorry.
Okay.
I mean,
So, just based on 40 years of experience, she'll probably do very well, okay? Because all of this is very well into the bed, and I can see that her body is straight in the bed. Question is, how do you feel predominantly in your upper chest?
It feels great. It's better than the last one, for sure. I would say it might even be better than the first one.
Okay, so you see where you are? Caitlin, you stay here. Jonathan, just get out of bed. Go to the bed behind you. Around, yes sir. Around and lay back on it, because now you'll feel a distinct difference between the two. You feel how you're on top of that bed more so now?
Right.
Okay, that's, now you're starting to feel the difference,
Exactly.
right?
Yes, because I feel like I actually did go into that bed.
Very good. So, how does that bed feel compared to this bed?
I feel like that bed supported me more, and the fact that I feel like I'm a little more aligned in that bed in the way of my back. I feel like I'm
In
kind of
this
tilted.
bed?
Yes, I feel like I'm kind of tilted from my shoulders to my hips in this bed.
Here, on that bed.
On this bed.
Correct. Now, you're absolutely right, so stay there. The reason you feel that way, it's not that you feel that way, it's exactly what's happening. So what's happening in that bed over there, where Caitlin is, this part of you is actually allowed to go down into the bed to meet you here. And then you actually get support. When you go back to that bed, I want you to feel your ribs, okay? And see how you feel your ribs supported versus here. Obviously, they're on the bed, but they're not supported. Your shoulders, because you're broad-shouldered, you're very broad-shouldered compared to your hip. So your shoulder is taking the brunt of it. So now come back over here and lay down. Caitlin, if you don't mind, turn to your side so he doesn't have to enjoy your beauty. He can concentrate on the bed.
Okay, I see what you were saying.
Do you
but-
see what I'm saying? Now you can really feel, you should, based on what you told me, less pressure here,
Correct.
which is less pressure back here.
Correct.
You should feel your ribs well supported and no pressure on your hip,
That's exactly right.
right? And then, really, if you concentrate, the rest of your body weight is even all the way down to the break of your knee,
Exactly.
right?
That's exactly correct.
And up here, in your soft area where there is no bone, you should feel like the mattress is holding you,
That's exactly right.
right? Not pushing you, but holding you.
Yeah.
So by default, and I know this is weird language, right? But by default, and that's the way you should buy a mattress. You try, and then, like you just did, your body will tell you, all right, this is what I feel. But you gotta have someone that asks you the correct question. And more importantly, that based on what you say, I ask, are you sure you do not like to sleep on your tummy?
Right.
Okay? Because if you sleep on your tummy, the rules change completely. It's a wider surface versus on the side. Okay? There's nothing straight about your body. Anyone's body, there's nothing straight if you look at someone's body, okay? I'm not a seriously large person, right? You look at my side or my this angle of my body. There's nothing straight. There's my cheek. There's the lack in around my neck, right? There's my chest. There's my hips, and so on and so forth. My back. I don't have a big tush, but I got a tush. tush is a muscle. All right? So it's not your butt. I look at it as a muscle. But if you look at me this way, I'm also pretty broad-shouldered compared to my hip. All right? I'm not as big boned as you, but I'm still that V shape. You take all that into consideration about how you lay in bed. And most people don't understand that concept. Okay? You never thought of this, that, or the other. You thought of, I'm comfortable, I'm okay, I'm not comfortable, I'll suffer. Right?
Right.
Here, you can't suffer. You have to be comfortable. My point is to get your mind to be comfortable. If you're comfortable, we've done our job. If you're not comfortable, we haven't done our job. We just sold you a rectangle. Not what I want to accomplish.